Hi, I'm Vanessa Krumholtz, the local sponsor of parkbench.com/Wyckoff. And I'm here today with Lauren Miller Hernandez, and she is our local cabbie stylist.
Hi.
Hi. For those of you who don't know anything about cabbie, you're in for a real treat today because I've just recently discovered it and it's pretty amazing. But first, we're going to talk to Lauren a little bit about how'd you end up in Wyckoff?
So my husband and I, we lived in Brooklyn for 12 years. My daughter was 4 and my son was a baby. My daughter Sienna was starting pre-K and I had a 9-month-old. We started looking in this area. At first we started looking in Ridgewood and branched out to other towns. There were not a lot of homes on the market at the time, so we found our home in Wyckoff. Definitely needed some work, but the street was great. We didn't know anyone here, so like a lot of people who live here, we met so many people from Wyckoff, so we were really hopeful that we would like it and make friends and become a part of the community. That was 8 years ago, so we love it. Our kids are at Washington School, now Eisenhower, so through preschool and school and activities, we really feel a part of things, and we love this part of New Jersey, so it's great.
Yeah, it is. I love it too. Just to backtrack a minute, you said you were in Brooklyn with your daughter until
Yes.
she was about 4, and then
Yes.
you had your son.
Yes.
So what was it like?
So living in, I mean, it was great with one kid. It's the kind of place where you can, with space, one kid was perfect, and we actually had a nice sized apartment. But once I had to start moving the car for alternate side with a 4-year-old and an infant in a car seat, that was really stressful. And I was kind of back at work at that point, like doing more part-time work. So, having a baby and a 4-year-old and working, which a lot of us do, was pretty stressful. But it was great being in the city and being close to work and kind of being able to walk everywhere you want to. And going outside and having instant friends in your apartment building, which is obviously very different than being in the suburbs. But yeah, I felt like we were ready once I had number 2.
Yeah.
I was ready to I said to my husband, I just want a driveway and I want a big supermarket. And that's all I wanted. And a washer dryer that is mine, not shared by the entire building.
And a garage.
And a garage to put my car in that I didn't have to pay hundreds of dollars or like a mortgage payment for every month. So definitely was ready for the suburbs. I was ready to just be like, this was great, but now we need to move out and get, our house. Yeah. So that was 8 years ago.
So you're from Westchester.
I'm from Rockland.
Rockland, that's what I meant.
Okay. It's okay. And my husband and I are not from New Jersey, so really moving here was, we didn't know. We didn't know if we would like this area. I actually was familiar with Ridgewood because my mom and I would shop in Ridgewood when I was growing up. And I loved the stores and I loved that downtown feel. But when we looked in Ridgewood, it just didn't seem like the right place for us. So my realtor suggested Wyckoff and the surrounding towns. So it just worked out that we ended up here. It's not like we had friends or family. We have family close by, but not in town.
Right.
So, we were hoping that we would like it here. So we took a chance.
Yeah. But it's such a great town, and I feel like people end up finding that out. And you do see a lot of people who grew up in Wyckoff who now move back to Wyckoff.
Yes.
I have a bunch of friends in town who have that, same story. And so it
Right.
says a lot about a place that...
Yeah, I agree. We were so many people live here that grew up here, so it has to be great. And then we meet people that are not from here and they're happy. So it just shows you that you can feel like a part of a community with people, from all over.
Yeah.
Which is so nice.
Have you joined any sort of groups, or are you in any book clubs, or?
Yeah, so I am a member of Wyckoff Newcomers. I can't say I go to a ton of events, but I do like to go to the events. Now that my kids are in school, it's easier to do those sorts of things. I'm on the sisterhood board at my temple, and with my kids' activities, that kind of just keeps me busy. Book club, I was in a book club, kind of haven't rejoined one, but when we were away over December break, I read 2 books, and I was really proud of myself.
Congratulations. That's good,
You know,
yeah.
when you can make the time, I love to read.
What did you read?
I read, I finished a book. It was a Leanne Moriarty book, who did the Big Little Lies series, which I loved. This was one of her books. I can't remember the name.
Was it her new one?
Truly Madly Guilty.
Oh, okay,
It was really good.
Yeah.
And I've read a bunch of her other books. And then I started reading Girl Wash Your Face, which is the Rachel Hollis book that a lot of I'm not finished. So I kind of finished one book, read another book, and then started that.
Is
other
that one
book.
good? Girl Wash Your Face?
I'm still reading.
Oh, you're still
I'm still reading. So
But you're enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So
Yeah. I read a lot. I read all the time. So that's great.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And so how did you start, how did you get involved with Cabby?
So with Cabby, Cabby's actually been around since 2001. So it's been an established brand that you can buy through a stylist like me. There's actually another stylist in Wyckoff too. So I heard about Cabby when my daughter was in second grade. So I was invited to a Cabby party at someone's house, like a drop in, have coffee, come shop some great clothes. So I went to, and it was nice because I got to meet new people. I was still kind of new in town. My daughter was in second grade at that time. I wasn't really thinking about going back to work, but in the back of my head, I was like, you know, right now I'm home, but eventually, like, kind of what am I going to, you know, end up going back for? So anyway, I went to the show. I met some new people, which was great. And I really liked the clothes. So the stylist asked me, well, do you want to host a Cabby show at your house with your friends? And I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know a lot of people in town. But when you host a show, you get a discount off the clothes. So I was like, that's a no-brainer. I really like the clothes and I'd love a discount. So I invited some of the preschool moms over, like after drop-off. You know, my kids were little, so I wasn't prepared to do anything at night. My husband works a lot and travels a lot. So I had some girlfriends over for coffee, and they were having fun. We were trying things on and kind of helping each other figure out like what looked great on all of us. And we were like, no, that doesn't look good, or wow, that looks great. And then someone would say, oh, I want to try that on. So then you find pieces that everyone loves, or then there's pieces that look just great on you, or things that you wouldn't necessarily pick up, but you're like, why not? I'm shopping in someone's living room.
Yeah.
So
it's very comfortable, I have to say.
Yeah, you experienced it too at a friend's house recently. So I love the clothes, and the stylist said to me, well, you know, you could have a Cabby business too. And I really didn't understand what that meant, but I was able to try it with, you know, not much money down. I was able to, you know, invite people over and do a couple of my own trunk shows, because that's really what it is. It's a trunk show with your friends. It's coffee and bagels or muffins, and, you know, everyone has a great time. So that was 4 years ago. I started actually 4 years ago in April. And I have to say, I never thought I would really be doing something like this. Like, I've always liked fashion, but I'm definitely, you know, I didn't study fashion. I studied politics and policy, and I actually got my master's at NYU for nonprofit work. So I've done a lot of other things. I never was, I mean, I'd worked in retail, but in college. But you actually don't really have to have a fashion background to do this kind of work. You just have to, you know, be a people person, be outgoing. It kind of really made me put myself out there, because with something like this, you know, you do need to talk it up. You do need to be comfortable with selling. But for me, I love the fact that I get to connect with women a lot. I meet people who hate to shop and people who don't have time to shop.
Oh my God, yeah. Hello.
Right, and you're busy, you're a realtor, you need clothes, right?
I do.
You need your work clothes, and you need the clothes for running your kids around.
Yeah.
And I think Cabby really fits that need for so many people, whether you're working and raising your children, or whether maybe you're not raising children, but you work long hours and you travel a lot, or you're home with your kids and you want to feel comfortable and you want to feel great and you want to have pieces that look great and fit you well. And maybe, you know, maybe you're the kind of mom that's in your yoga pants a lot, and that's perfectly great, and we do that. But sometimes you're like, I'm tired of my yoga pants. I need a great pair of jeans, or I need you know, a new sweater, or I have an event, I need an outfit, or I just need some new pieces. Maybe you don't need to travel for work, but you know, you need a jacket, some sweaters,
Yeah.
couple pairs of jeans, and then you have a capsule. And I really love to show women how you can mix and match those pieces so they work for you, not just so they sit in your closet and you resent them, because I don't want that. I want you to really be happy with what you have. So that side of it, I love the clothes, but I also love the connection. And I mean, when are you going to get to shop with your girlfriends? Like, no one's, there's very few stores that are still open in town and, you know, in this area. And the mall can be really unfriendly, unaccommodating, and inconvenient, stressful. So Cabby kind of takes the guesswork out of that. And I think, like, another thing that I love, and you're wearing a piece that you purchased.
Yeah, I bought this shirt a few months ago.
Yes.
And then now there's some new pieces today that I put on. This awesome jacket and jeans and some new shoes and the necklace.
Yep.
So yeah, it's great that you can kind of mix and match. And like you said, you don't have a fashion background, but they do the work for you.
Yes.
So
yes.
They take all the guesswork out. They're like, here's like, instead of having a store full of 1,000 pieces of clothing, here's like, you know, one rack.
Right.
Let's
There's
just
one
look
rack.
at like this one rack.
Right.
Because they're all great pieces and they can all mix and match. So it kind of makes it very easy. It's like going to Trader Joe's instead of going to
That's
like,
true.
you know, ShopRite where there's like 1,000 ketchups. You need
exactly
like one
just
ketchup.
one. Right.
Right.
That's an awesome
You need like
way to
one
put it.
jeans. You need like one you know, pretty green sweater. You don't need 30, right?
Right.
To choose from. Like as long as it's a nice sweater, then that's all you need.
Right. It's definitely like an edited collection, and our design team trains us. So I don't have to figure it all out. I go for my training twice a year. Everything's online. I can do it on my own time. Like like you guys, you know, if you know me in town, I drop my kids off and I pick them up. I take them to their activities. So for me, it's something that I can fit into my life. And in the past 4 years, I've kind of been able to figure that out better as my kids get older. I make it work for me, and I also make it work for my clients. Like, you know, I do shows during the week at night, usually Thursdays and Fridays, when people really want to get together with their girlfriends, have a glass of wine, and get to relax and connect, because we're all kind of craving that connecting, which doesn't happen a lot. I mean, we have like Wyckoff Moms, which is a great resource in town, and I just think it's cool, like, and this is a little bit of a digression, but you know, you might like connect with someone on Wyckoff Moms, and then you see them in real life at Stop and Shop, and you're kind of like, oh, I was chatting with you on Wyckoff Moms. So those are like something like Cabby.
Yeah.
And I meet a lot of people in town, and I also do a lot of business in like Westchester and Connecticut and in other towns in the area. So I can really kind of build this where I want. I can go visit a friend for the weekend and pack this all in my car and have her invite her friends over. Obviously, if she's up for it. Yeah. I'm up for it. So
that's great.
So I can do that too.
It's like mobile.
It's a traveling boutique. So you know, I love to share it with people and let them know that I'm here for them. It's all in my living room, as we can see.
As we see.
And you can I can help you. Even if you have like a half an hour, I'll help you put something together. So
my favorite thing is that the clothes are really washable. They wash really well, which is something like I have to put things. I have to wash things. I will not go to the dry cleaners. I don't have time.
Right. You don't.
I don't want to.
Right.
It's annoying. So the fact that you can just wash, you know, everything is
everything.
Amazing.
Like 95% of the clothes are machine washable and come out great. And I teach at the show, and you know, my clients to how to take care of them. And I have people text me and say, "Ooh, can these go in the dryer?" So like I'm available. Like for those, because those are important questions. You want your clothes to last, and you want to feel like you're buying something that you can wear for a long time. Yeah. And that's, you know, once I started shopping Cabby and wearing the clothes, I was even amazed. Like, wow, I've had these leggings for 4 years. They're still pretty perfect.
Yeah.
So, and if someone's not happy, I want them to tell me, because I can help them take care of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's take a look at some of the clothes. What do you say?
I'd love to. Sure. Okay. So I love Vanessa's jacket. I think this is a great look for you for work. And I think you could wear this also on the weekends if you're running to lunch or to see a client. I know you see a lot of clients on the weekend, so you want to be so a jacket can always pull your look together.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to kind of take her more into spring because this is our spring line. So all the pieces are new, but I want to kind of pop this fun little white sweater over her jacket. So she's going to take her jacket off, and we're going to pop our little sweater over her blouse and see what we think of that look. Kind of to really update her for spring. Who doesn't love a white sweater? I'm just gonna put your jacket here.
Thank you.
It's comfy. I'm gonna pop her collar too. So, ladies, pop your collars on your jacket or roll your sleeves. So those are just some quick style tips to really update you. And I think this looks great. She's got her boyfriend jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I would untuck this a little. We had her
Oh,
front
yeah.
tucked before, just to maybe have this peek out a little because it's
That's
a
cute.
really pretty print. Just a peek. She's got wedge sandals on. She's got her collar popped. Fun little necklace, a little bling. Never hurt anyone. And she's ready to
Conquer the world.
conquer the world, be with her kids, go see friends. You
Yeah.
know, start her weekend. So
Yeah.
or her after work kind of look. So I love it.
Great. I
Oh,
love
great.
it too. Thank you.
Sure.
And so how did you pick your outfit
Yeah.
today?
So I am wearing something that's new for Cabby. It's called a twofer. So it's a short little sweater with a matching tank. This is in a hot color for spring. Olive green is very big. We have it throughout our collection. But this is a piece that I call a 365 piece because you can really wear this year round. And when people are shopping with me, when my clients are shopping, I really encourage you, if you can buy those 365 pieces that will work for you year round, you're just gonna get more mileage out of them. They're gonna work harder in your wardrobe. So the tank I can wear separate in the summer with shorts or cuffed jeans. I could also pair a different t-shirt from our line and pair it back to the long sleeve part, like this olive tank, which I love with the
Oh, that's
oatmeal
cute.
stripes, super cute. So I could pair this back to this. I would lose the scarf. I just added the scarf today for a little color to get us in the mood for spring. But we have a lot of pieces like this season that'll really, you can wear year round and kind of mix and match. It's a twofer, so it's a two-piece
I love that.
option. So it's just fun things like that. You know, every season we come up with new items and new ways to wear them.
So if you're interested in booking a party at your house where you can invite your friends over, have some coffee and bagels and some shopping, you can contact Lauren directly. I'll have her contact information below. And I hope you've enjoyed our video today. And thank you for visiting parkbench.com/Wyckoff. Vanessa Krumholtz, this is
Lauren, thank you so much for talking to me. This was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So
Yeah, it was
thank
fun.
you so much.
Thank you.